There are two things that we need to know. One is sensitivity, another is sensibility. People who are very emotional, very sensitive, they don't make sense. And those who are very sensible, they don't care about sensitivity. They don't bother about sensitivity. The best combination is being sensible and sensitive at the same time. Having a sharp intellect and a soft heart is the most desirable combination. People who are good-hearted often cannot think straight. They cannot think practical. They just get carried away emotionally. And those who are very sharp in their intellect, very sensible, they are not sensitive to others' needs and others' feelings and emotions. Both are incomplete, isn't it? That intelligence, which is crooked, has very little value. And that innocence, which has no intelligence, has also no value. Often we find intelligent people are not so innocent, and the innocent people are not so intelligent. But what is needed, what is achievable, is an innocence in combination of sharp intellect. What is the use of having an intellect which is cunning, which is crooked? And what is the use of having an emotion which is so unstable? You are at the drop of a hat, you lose your temper, you become sad, you become emotionally upset. You see this happening in people around you. They are so sensitive, ultra sensitive, and they cannot take even a simple criticism. They feel getting hurt again and again. If you are getting hurt, you are responsible for it. You may point the finger towards others, but somewhere you must take responsibility. For all your hurt, you are also responsible, because you have become ultra sensitive. You are not seeing the world as it is. There are thorns in the world. If you go and put your foot on the thorn and then cry, "Oh, thorn has hurt me," it is your lack of sensibility. So we need to be strong in our emotions. And strong in our emotions means what? Your positive emotions must be strong, that nobody can shake it. Then they don't turn into negative emotions. Negative emotions, your sadness, your getting depressed, are all sign of weak emotions. You are unable to sustain your compassion, your joy, your love. The same love turns into hatred. The same love turns into worry. The same love, distorted, becomes jealousy, anger, greed, and all those negative impressions. Right? So what is the way? The way is through spiritual practices, through meditation, where your emotions are strong and remain positive. So when you get hurt couple of times by your interaction with people, what you tend to do? You tend to shut off. You tend to close down. Then you become like a stone and no emotions at all. You see people walking around, they're very sharp in their intellect, very cunning, but their emotions are dead. You look into their eyes, looks like there is nobody inside. A sort of dead person. Nobody likes such companies, right? At the same time, you can't tolerate somebody who is just you all the time. Correct? At the drop of the head, they keep losing their temper and they start throwing tantrums, all to get attention. This is sign of weakness. It's a spiritual knowledge that brings stability to emotions and make your emotions blossom in positive qualities. and at the same time maintaining the sharpness of intellect. This is the most desirable and doable thing for every human being. We have forgotten to educate our humankind in these two important aspects of our life. One is an intellect which is sharp and not cunning, and heart which is not weak but strong, which is friendly, which finds its comfort with everyone. And such an emotion, such a heart we need to develop. And spirituality does it for you. The practices of meditation puts them on your lap, just like that. That is possible. Meditation keeps your sensitivity very much alive. At the same time, it keeps you very sensible. Your intellect is sharp. So an intelligence coupled with innocence is the path of spirituality, and this is what is a gift to humanity. So meditate to sharpen your intellect, stronger and stable emotions.